This is your disabled. That better than that. They're 9/11. Like the Commiso and my battle legend. I feel like an American hero, and I like to keep that feeling. I like to keep that feeling that I'm an American hero. So one thing as being an American hero is standing up for what I believe in as we're American hero. I think I would like to win my case. As you dragged out the case like it was the most serious case in the world online after 9/11 attack on the internet in New York City. So how much law would there be online? Every law is on the internet, right? So I think it's unfair because I the way you talk to me at court sucked, and then the court allowed people to talk to me like that sucks. So can I sue the court for allowing them to talk to me like I'm a nobody after 9/11 while you have to keep honoring me and find out that there's more billions of porn on the internet? Like, everybody sign on if every single hour, every single minute, every single second there's a new porno video on the internet, right? So porn is not the issue. It's everybody somehow figure out what that is and make a video on the internet. So am I allowed to talk about porn, or are people that jealous back of me after 9/11 that you all know what porn is in public places in the 21st century and on the internet? So I want to win my case. I do not agree, as you all try to talk down to me and say I'll be a bad dad one day. Why? Because I'm a soldier after 9/11 and the state of New Jersey's right around New York and there's no crooked cops in them after 9/11 online. It sucks that, yeah, I'm an American citizen and I feel like I abide by the law and do the right things on the computer. As people force you to do the wrong things, so while the law monitors my computer, can I get you in trouble too? Because you're on the computer. Allow me to get the pop-up ads on my computer, right? Because everybody's a top secret. Nobody knows what anybody's talking about on the internet at all. So yeah, I'm kind of upset that you allow me to get talked to like that at court. And I'm a real American soldier after 9/11. I was in real convoy. I don't know how real life has to be, but being in a real convoy after 9/11 is pretty hard to do, I feel like. Even for me, I know I'm a goofy soldier, don't understand. I'm gullible. Well, Commiso's so gullible, we can send sites to his computer and get him in trouble, scam him, and he won't know. And we can laugh about it for years as good friends, as you are. Is that what my hometown court is allowing to happen? Because I feel like you guys change your ideas because you're nervous about getting in trouble with yourselves at court, right? Uh, how long can they drag out cases? Because just because you sit there and label me and make fun of me, and I'm a soldier after 9/11. So it's not like, I know, I get it. Yeah. Uh, uh, you know, uh, I'm not allowed to feel as a hero back home. That's what you try to tell me. And I can't feel how I feel as a person or a human being using the internet. So I'm not disrespecting. This was to find who we are as people so far on this point using the internet as to. Damn, I can't believe people are that stuck up. And all they do is sit there and oh, they need you, and then now they don't need you. I'm an American hero after 9/11. So I don't know if my hometown court wants me to win back home because I would have got a great deal. You could have just let me know what was going on, right? You can't just allow me misleading me, right? The lawyer can't mislead you, the cops can't mislead you, the law can't mislead you, the judge can't mislead you, the court can't mislead you. You know, no disrespect to the government can't mislead you. I'm an American citizen. I'm a customer service, right? Customs. You know, way you keep a company open if you have good customer service, or is it more than that? Yeah, you can have customer service, but you know, yeah, how hateful the world is to how I'm thinking. You guys are not going to give me a deal. That's why you sit around and trying to get me in trouble while you're still monitoring me. You send me to that place because you know that I got a disability and I have to feel like I have to defend myself. So you send me that place to try to set me up to get me in trouble. And somehow it's the same people that I went to jail, somehow it's at the same time I'm there and they can't set that up either on the internet after 9/11. So I'm confused, you know. I don't have enough respect for you guys to read my rights as an American hero. So maybe the people that don't read your rights are the same people that scam you and acting like they don't know what porn is. So I guess as law updates in the future, because the law has to update in the future, and you think about it. I guess I had to win. I had to win because you want me to lose. That's the reason why you getting mad at me. And I don't even know who the hell you are. I apologize. I didn't have time as a soldier serving my country back home to hang with everybody. Uh, I had. I'm serving my country. Yeah, you know, to take that away from Commiso, that he served his country sucks in the first place. As the whole world knows that Commiso served my country. So when every time I go to the police station and the court, and I'm sitting there and they don't know who I am. Everybody knows who everybody is by now in the 21st century. You all sit there and act like nobody knows nobody. In all these years, we invented the technology, and it seems like all the internet is uh, to communicate with each other. It's the internet is to communicate with each other. And it's cool that I can talk around the world and talk to people all around the world. For everybody sit there and in your business all the time. You know, I feel like nowadays people can have better relationships, but everybody's in each other's business all the time. There's a difference between giving your friend opinions on things and help them out. For hacking your damn life and you call me a name, you have the nerve to call me a name and you want to think you're kind of perverted as the law that you want to monitor my computer. Right? Tribes. Uh, you want to know more about me, right? You want to know more about me. What you want to know about Commiso back home? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I don't want to lose. I have a good life. I served my country after 9/11, and you guys didn't even allow me to get a lawyer. You guys sit there and act like I can't talk on the phone and give my. What are you trying to do to me after 9/11? I'm trying to figure this out because you're Americans yourselves around here, right? So I feel like I got robbed. Somebody stole my lottery ticket, and a few crooked cops around here decided, oh, he had money, and look, he's got a signed Babe Ruth baseball card that's worth millions of dollars. And instead of welcome me back home, everybody's always worried about money all the time. That's all people's worrying about is money all the time. So I don't know. I just don't trust. As you make me don't trust you, right? That's how you do to your veterans. You want your veterans to party with your veterans and be part of the family, be part of it. You want your veterans to be part of the friends. But you make your veterans don't trust nobody because you know that they have a disability. Yeah, I do have a disability. I was in a lot of convoys. You all can sit there and act like I don't have a disability at my hometown court and make me do things that I don't want to because I feel like you're doing these things to irritate me as a soldier that has combat PTSD. So when I sit there saying, it sucks that people make fun of you on the internet nowadays in the first place. Especially, how the hell do you make fun of your soldier actors when 9/11 is still on the internet? Dad, we live in a world that even uh your American heroes take shit but the bullshit that's on the internet, and I want to trust the law as an American citizen. But it's hard to trust the law because you made it that way on television and you made it that way as a soldier like me and acting like how can you grab a soldier like that after 9/11? So they lied a whole lot. I think it sucks that people can lie and get you in trouble on purpose. I'm an artist. If you like it or not, I was making art for years on my computer while you all having a nervous breakdown and acting like nobody knows what art is. Sucks that you come home and you serve your country and everybody. You never do enough. You never do enough as a veteran, right? That's how you make your veterans feel. They have to do more as veterans, and they came home and served a fucked up war that you all fucked up came up with. They don't see that court. So you would have gave me a deal. Well, why would I? I think your deal sucks as an American hero back home. Because for one, how long if you technically the math, if you do math around here, how long you all uh, hacked my computer and sent values just to scare me? How much time do you actually think I saw the internet as Commiso? As I travel the world and I'm global and you got cock blockers and send you different directions online. Nobody knows what that means. And so, yeah, I think in the future, the law has to update with the internet because it sucks that the law views the world or the law as Americans that everybody's a bad guy on the internet. I don't like it how you look at me at the police station like I'm some kind of criminal or bad guy as you're a liar to yourself as an American hero like me, as Michael Graham and Commiso on the internet. That's what I want to say at court. I feel you all would say you would have had a release, right? Because I had a medical discharge. Because I went on a lot of convoys and I feel like I'm alert 24 hours a day, have trouble sleeping, and I'm just sitting there listening and listening, listening and listening. All I do is listening. All I do is listening all the time. Just listen. As they train me to listen in the military. So if everybody sit there and act like I don't listen to people, you're lying to yourselves again, and nobody wants to really hang with me back home as a disabled combat vet. So no, seems like there's some crooked shit going on as, oh, we released the worst criminals on the streets and somehow there's 1% crime, but everybody's in jail over nudity in the 21st century online. That doesn't make sense either. So it sucks that I try to do the right things, but how the world works or how the internet or whatever, how people view each other, you look at people as we're the bad guys, as I'm an American citizen. So I don't feel like I said anything wrong in my YouTube videos. I feel like I seem like, well, if you all can sue me and take things from me and make me sound like I'm a bad guy, what do I supposed to do? Do I just sit there and say, okay, it's okay to talk bad about your American soldiers after 9/11? And all you sit there at court like I didn't do nothing at all. I didn't do nothing at all. Serving your country is a job. And I didn't do nothing in my lifetime as an American hero serving my country. No, that's how the court talks. No disrespect to anybody or no people that are in law or every government, but I don't deserve to get talked to like that. I don't talk to people like that. Why should I get deserved to talk to just because you decided to take a job and be an asshole on my computer after 9/11 as a soldier like me? So yeah, I think the court being mean to me, knowing the facts that, holy shit, do they really respect me at all back home for me to go through this? Because you all want me to agree that what? Because I I'm in therapy, going to the VA, and the VA says don't talk bad about. I feel like uh, the VA is trying to tell me as a veteran. Don't talk bad about yourself as a veteran, as a VA. Go in therapy. I went to the hospital, as 100% disabled combat veteran. So I feel like the VA acknowledged that I'm a veteran. So I feel like I try to figure out how the hometown court does acknowledge that. You must come up with some stupid stories why you have to be mean to somebody at court in the 21st century when we're all human beings at court. We're not animals. Do you treat animals like that? No? Man, that sucks, You see cats and dogs wandering around the streets and you wonder if anybody cares. And you try to figure out how to help. You don't know how to help because you don't know where the dog goes. And, this sucks that people just, you know how to figure out where the pets go. You know where the animals. You hurt my feelings the way you talk to me at court after 9/11 as a soldier like me, because I didn't realize it was that so easy to talk to the soldiers like that at court after 9/11. I respect you, as the law. I respect the judge. I respect the lawyers and everything. But I don't deserve to get talked to like I'm nobody. I felt like we fought that right in America as civil rights. And, you know, it's not my fault anybody invaded my computer, invaded my privacy as a soldier after 9/11. And you tried to assume the worst out of Commiso. And you're the one sending me the sites. People that try to assume the worst out of you are the one that's sending the site, the pop-up ad. That's how mean the world is. It's not so hard to get to a cool party online and everybody's butt naked 24 hours a day, but the law can't accept that in the 21st century. That sucks. I can't believe you had the nerve to even try to grab me and talk to me like that as a soldier. I'm Michael Raymond Commiso, man. I'm an American hero after 9/11, and you all know about it as the yeah, it sucks that people sit there and act like the internet came out yesterday at court. That's what I noticed. I was like, they all sitting around like, you all made me cry, man. You broke my heart at court as my hometown court. Because you sat there and you all know that I have a disability as a 100% disabled combat veteran, right? I did do a lot of convoys. I don't know how many convoys you all did back home at war, but I did a lot of convoys at war. I was a gunner, a driver, a TC, and all that and everything. I went outside the wire a whole lot, and they act like you can't die on base at war. They got to be outside the base to die. That's how they talk as civilians back home as a 100% disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City on. So yeah, what's the word? Dumb of fuck? Or dumb of what's how you say that little dumb word in the dictionary? The dumb of fact that you guys suck to make me go through that. You'd had to go out of your way to break the law to make me feel like I break the law. That they try to convince me that I broke the law now. So As long as we can convince you at court you broke the law, then we can do whatever heck we want to you as a soldier after a 9/11 attack in New York City in the state of New Jersey. I didn't agree with the state said to me. I didn't know the New Jersey state had the balls to talk to me like I'm a piece of shit soldier after 9/11 at court. What did the state do after 9/11? Oh, they're the ones that send sites to your computer to get you in trouble on purpose. They get mad at you. But people are still stupid enough to figure that one out. And 99% nudity knows where 99% nudity goes on the internet. But this fucking bullied a soldier after 9/11 attack at court around here. So what? I have to stand up for my American flag. I have to stand up for my American country and American people. I can't allow people to talk shit about me after 9/11 because here's some jerk off at court around here after 9/11, dude. Because it seems to me that you had to go out of your way to send me the sites, right? You got to monitor me. What are you monitoring me for? Why are you all trying to get to know my family back home after 9/11? When you act like nobody knows my family on the internet. These are the things you get trained in the military. Why is this? Why they go out of the way to scam me? Are they the bad guys? Because seems to me I'm an American hero, and they all look bad on the internet still. Now, I'm not trying to make people look bad as you are trying to make me look bad. As trying so hard to talk, bully and mocking me and blackmail me, right? They put you on live television to blackmail you, and you have to just take the deal because you're an asshole. As friends around here after 9/11 to put your American soldier like that. Or they're not human beings that let the court or a law realize they're human beings. I feel like you have to talk to each other like human beings, know that you're human beings. I'm not smart enough to go to Princeton. Why am I not smart enough to go to Princeton University? Because you decided to scam me as friends back home and decided to sit there and not make me want to win. You want me to lose or win? Because I'm a soldier after 9/11, man. So, I don't know if I'm smart enough for Princeton or not, but I'm smarter than you. For you guys, you're going to be 80 and 90 years old, monitor my life. And you know what? I'm going to say these things every day on my YouTube chats and saying, why do you still have to monitor your soldiers after? It's kind of weird that a hometown law, knowing the fact that I'm an American hero, actually don't trust me at all, as I feel like I was making art for years. I was making goofy videos on YouTube. Most of my time, if you think about it, was making YouTube videos, if you really think about it. So I really didn't see shit on the internet for you guys to overreact like you guys do. Because you all the ones have viruses scamming you, right? So you know exactly what's sending me, right? That's a scam. And man, that's mean as hell. Set up people on purpose. That's messed up really bad. To set up people on purpose in the world too. Because I'm a good guy. You all claim that I don't respect the law and grab me like that, but that's fucked up to say that too as a soldier athlete. I don't grab you like that as the law, right? And I'm 100% disabled combat veteran. So yeah, I think there are crooked cops after 9/11 knowing the fact that I'm a soldier after 9/11. And they don't know how to get us game it. You don't know how to do anything as a soldier after 9/11 at corporal around here. I just know that, if that's what oh, I got to go to police station and they got to make me feel bad when I go there. So I say you're a piece of shit, man. As disrespectful to a soldier after 9/11. You all can sit there and get mad at me, but people listen to curse words every single day. You don't hate curse words because people cursing at each other every single day. Then I got friends and family. I care about my friends and family. And I care about a lot of things. That's why I make my YouTube videos. You know, I feel like you guys, you really don't trust me using the internet after 9/11 like that. I gotta get played at court back home like that, and you all can sit there and act like it's so hard to party with Commiso back home. That's how I feel so far as a disabled combat veteran. Yeah, I get it. You know, people got their lives of their own and everything back home. It's so hard to get together. So, but I just don't like how the court was talking about me like online after 9/11. They made it a public situation, right? You think about it? Because I'm a well-known Commiso to serve a country, and you all sat there and act like it. You have the right to talk. Oh, the videos that they made. Yeah, that sucks, dude. You know, I don't know how hard it is to be a teacher, but it's probably super hard to be a teacher because you don't want to listen. Nobody wants to learn. And so over the years, me making YouTube videos, I don't feel like nobody learned anything about Commiso because you want to put me through this after 9/11 stuff. So I felt like I have to sue the court for allowing the state to talk to me after 9/11 attack in New York City. Then on top of that, it seems like you just want to earn a profit off of porn off of me by monitoring my computer and acting like the law monitors porn but doesn't like porn. The law monitors porn. Uh, uh, the law doesn't, and people don't like porn. There be no porno. So that math is wrong. That's not right. You know, we go to the cap. This is the United States of America. You go to the Capitol and you fight for your laws. You know, yeah, I get it. You don't disrespect the law. I don't feel like I am. As everybody talked down to me after 9/11 and getting mad at me like I'm nobody. I don't like that. I feel like it sucks. As I served my country after 9/11 and get deserved to get talked to like that. And I'm an American hero. Then I'm like, how the fuck you talk to me? Like, no disrespect to my curse words. Just how the internet works. Nope. Damn, you want to rob your soldiers like that? Back home, nobody knows about curse words in the world. Everybody goes to the club and dance to curse words. Their guys are so sensitive. You get mad because I'm cursing. I'm cursing in passion. I'm not cursing out of anger. I'm cursing as a passion soldier after 9/11 and everybody like, I don't understand. I must have a speech impediment and a learning disability. I must not know understand the words that's in the dictionary. You know, I feel like I understand every word in the dictionary. As a spelling bee, they gave me a spelling bee in school. And when you take a spelling bee in school, you not just have to learn the spelling of the word, you also have to read the definition. The reason why I remember how to spell the words, because I remember the definition to that word and can visualize the letters where it was in the words. I have trouble spelling, I have trouble speaking, but I can remember. If you let me study, I can study the word and understand it, and I can spell it eventually. And then I have a good personality. You know, I don't know what it takes to have cookouts and parties and get together and everything nowadays, but for people to sit there and allow people to talk to me like I'm nobody. You know, so far I feel back home is everybody is trying to play me. I apologize if people take me the wrong way because I have I don't know, a weird, goofy personality. You know, at least I still got my personality. I think my personality kept me going over the years with my goofy videos. I want to keep making my goofy videos. That's keeping me going. But you guys are trying to say you can't handle words. That's all you guys do as people is curse at each other and hate each other. But everybody's so sensitive with words. So no, I feel like I got disrespected in my hometown back then because I I get it. When you see things with like Action News, you see people dying on Action News, and you say, "Holy shit! I gotta walk away. I can't watch this shit." But everybody sees everything online, and you get mad at people when people see things. But you see everything online. You see everything. You see everything. No matter who you are as a person, everybody's lives online. Everybody sees everybody's lives, no matter who you are. So I feel like, it sucks that few people can bully you and screw your life over and make fun of you back home as a soldier. And I got a cool ass family. I got cool friends around the world. It's not that hard to stand up for each other as people. I really think it sucks that you all went out of your way to scam me and take my money away from me, right? Isn't that part of the scam? Oh, uh, screw his life over, identity theft his life, and take his money away. And you're so much of a good friend of me. I can't believe that everybody's like that. I'm not disrespecting court, but I feel like I've been disrespected, right? I think you all got to go out of the way to find more information to get me in trouble. I think it sucks that that's how the world works. You didn't have enough information before, so now you got to sit and find more ways. What kind of friends are you guys? So, as people in the world to do stuff like that. So yeah, it sucks that, well, for one, we all can direct each other in the right direction and have a positive life on the internet as a uh, life on planet Earth, as a human species. We're, hopefully people understand that we're all human beings, all right, except for the artificial robots. That, wow, man, it could be aliens too hacking our satellites. So I'm talking to the humans. I feel most of the internet is human beings, hopefully by now. And I'm opening up and letting out my feelings. That's how you become friends. I say, I feel like you hurt my feelings, friend. And I'm always there for you as a friend. Something like that. That's how you become friends. It's not trying to say you're a bad friend. I'm saying, what are you doing back home after 9/11? But in a way, if you think about it, anybody that sits there and hates you and tries to screw your life over is a bad friend, right? No matter how hard you look at. So I don't think I sit around and try to set up the law of the 99% nudity that's on the internet, right? If people constantly talking about nudity, I feel like we are accepting nudity online. So you're lying on television. No disrespect. It sucks that everybody grabbed me back home like that. You all beat the crap out of me back home as a soldier, and I'm like, you're all Americans around here, man. And I'm like, you know, if you really think, if any, I just try to figure out why is it so hard for anybody to get along with each other nowadays. If we think about, say, just because I'm a veteran, uh, still people get along in the world, right? People get along somehow. I feel like somehow all the negative you all claim that there is in the world, people still somehow get along with each other, right? So we try to figure it out. It's not this. If we have How big is planet Earth? How much humans? Even the amount of humans we have on this planet shouldn't have that much conflict to each other and issues with each other as humans. Even. How big planet Earth? If we want to do that. Planet Earth is small in outer space and our galaxy, but our planet is big enough to hold all of us as a human being. As the internet can hold all of us. Uh, I don't know who's my scammer or the hackers or the haters back home online, but we didn't know that either as soldiers. People act like we knew who was attacking us at comments. It was a random bullshit. We don't know who the bad guy is, too. As a soldier at war. So back over, it's like, well, uh, America is still American. I feel like that's true. And I'm an American citizen. So I'm just trying to be a good American citizen on top of, well, it sucks that people can sit on your computer anyways. Like, you have privacy, right? There's no privacy. So how can we get mad at each other if there's no privacy? We all see each other. So it's not privacy, right? Because you seem like you go on, you hack my computers, right? So when people hack your computers, right, it's hard to figure out why you hack your computer after 9/11 as a soldier. Because you all know that I'm a veteran actor, okay, so you don't have to hack my computer. And people find information and people hack each other or not nowadays as social media. As to people act like you need the internet to have the social media. We're so connected to the internet, we don't need the internet to have social media and know everything and see everything without the internet. So why is everybody getting mad at each other? Because you don't want me to win? That's how I feel. You get mad at me because you want to take more from me. Everybody wants to take more from me, and I earned my stuff. You know, yeah, I feel like I have to sue people because, for one, I can't allow them to talk bad about a soldier after 9/11. If you see it the way I see it or see it or not. Two, so it sucks to being a nice guy you're home. You know what? You don't get involved with anything. You're always helping everybody out the best you can. You know, uh, but somehow life gets involved with you, or whatever life you all set for each other, or whatever. Somehow, how people do not set each other up to split each other's lives with over. That's why there's no homeless people living on the streets in the world every day. There's no hate. There's no crooked cops. Everybody's perfect in the world. And everybody can be happy with each other with 99% music in one thing. So I think it's bullshit that there's hate in the world. I don't understand why people fight in the world at all. Because um, we all need oxygen. It seems that we all need the same things to survive as a human being. It shouldn't be that hard to survive on this planet in the 21st century or whatever past the matrix time on the internet. It sucks that everybody can be updated and comfortable with each other and have a consent that everybody's okay with using online. So they can make billions of dollars off of nudity and porn online. And I'm sitting here saying like, well, hey, I'm trying to help everybody out and I can try what I want to be in life as Michael Commiso. I feel like all I do is go out of my way. I'm just like my dad. I feel like my dad always go out of the way to help me all the time. I feel like my whole family is a good family. So if my family and friends or whoever, whatever, everything or whatever, we are losing our affection of ourselves as people, as human beings online because we always clicking the buttons 24 hours a day. We're not, we get mad at each other and all we do is clicking buttons on the internet. So maybe somebody like me that is that, like, you could get mad. I feel like that's all people do anyway. Oh, that's boring news. Eventually boring news is boring news. Oh, same old news, somebody boring. So the ratings of the show is not going to make it in the future, right? That's so. But I guess we all have to be warned when a storm comes. So lucky for your show, we have to know when the storm's coming. So even when then, when everybody knows a storm coming, somebody still died in the storm. I'm not laughing to make fun. I'm laughing because if anybody got my YouTube videos by now, I'm actually trying to be a comedian. Yes, I get it. You got to go to college and learn comedian words. But everybody's talking about doo-doo. I don't know is how much you talk about doo-doo is more funnier than the other guy that's talking about doo-doo. So if everybody's talking about doo-doo, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to be a comedian in the bullshit world online, right? Because everybody act like people don't come together and protect each other as of us people, but well, in a way, we try our best, I feel. I feel people try to help, but I don't know. I feel as a human being that went to school over the years and in the military, there's schools in the military. And all the teaching you all taught me over the years as people, uh, yes, I do feel I need to pick up books more often. But how much books do we need to read about each other as a human being? Knowing that we're human beings, right? Like, oh, we know that there's a human being online, and then there's family and friends online and everything, celebrities and everything and all that. We're human beings, right? Hopefully, we got that far in the 21st century. So, I feel like I've been pushed around, blackmailed, and mocked, and since the internet's television, anyways, it's like people have to put their lives on television, but the internet's television, anyways. Whatever that and everything. So I'm just trying to figure out the conflict of a cool guy like me that serves the country. And I feel like I'm nice. I try to go out of my way to be nice to everybody. Uh, Yeah, so why everybody's treating me like that? Like, where I have actually art on my body. You just because you all view something not as art doesn't mean it's not art. So there's art on my tattoo on my body. You all can look like it's not, but it's actually art on my goddamn body. Imagine back in the day, Michelangelo trying to paint the 16 chap, and he's getting beat up by the Pope, and everybody's saying, hurry up, paint the goddamn 16 chapel. Saying, what the hell you doing up there? And people bullying Michelangelo. And seems like Michelangelo won, and the 16th chapel's still there. So it felt like Michelangelo, he just, he was, that's a tough person. For a person to get beat up by a pope, you got all these wars going on. You got all these people saying nobody knows what nudity is. You have to have sex to know what nudity is, right? You have to have sex to know what nudity is. So people acting like they can't accept nudity is stupid. Seems like you're the only one that can be a billionaire off of porn. I thought that's called monopoly. I just got a speech about it. It's against the law for a company to take all over other companies and be one company. That's called monopoly. You're not being fair to the other companies. Allow them to be They're not being fair to me as a soldier after that. Because, I'm a gullible, nice guy. I feel like everybody's trying to help me, but there's part of me is saying I'm a soldier after 9/11 that was trained in the military, and what are you all trying to do to me back there? I'm feel like I'm proud that I served my country, and I'm proud that I'm an American, and I'm proud that I'm an American hero. Because that's a cool thing to say. What'd you say? So it just sucks that people get, hey, you're adults. I, I was a wrestler and a guy that was trained in the military I was trained to hand-to-hand combat in the military. Since I knew wrestling, hand-to-hand combat, I picked up pretty fast in basic training. I said, okay, okay. So I just don't understand. I feel like, no, is that it? Everybody has to have a certain amount of attention at the party to have it be a party. I I feel like I was the shy guy at the party. So if you all think I was taking people's attention off me, that wasn't it. Don't you think I was just upset that I come back home alive from war and I get to see my family and friends and I just so happy that I'm confused. What's going? You know, teaching. I give teachers credit in the world because in the world we live in, being a teacher is probably the most simplest, hardest, difficult thing to do nowadays because just to teach people to care about each other, as Michael Jackson did, that's all Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson wasn't saying you all have to kiss each other's ass around the world. Michael Jackson was saying all he wanted is for people to care about each other in the world. That's all with Michael Jackson, you know. So how hard is it to care about your disabled combat veterans after 9/11? At court, so if this is reverse psychiatry, then I should win the case. It'll be a winner. Because I'm an American hero, right? I still want to travel to Italy. I would still want to travel to Greece. I feel like I need to go to Amsterdam one more time to try to get some Amsterdam medical marijuana in Amsterdam. I guess you have to use certain words for you guys to not get mad at me. Like, right, you can't say we. You get mad when you say we. You got to say medical marijuana. So we all know we all smoke weed, and we have to say medical marijuana because we're a bunch of assholes at parties, and nobody knows they're smoking weed at the party, but you really do, and then you all act like nobody knows anything about weed. That's the same thing with sex online and nudity and everything. So everybody knows about sex, everybody knows what nudity is online, but damn, it's all sit back and it's like only one person make fun of somebody, and it's okay to do stuff like that. It's not really. So yes, again, it popped in my mind again. I missed my battle buddies happening because I was a teenager. I went in the military, and this was the first time I got to explore They taught me about bar hopping and club hopping. Hey, this club is dying down. There's another club across the street in Europe. The party keeps going on with Commiso. Well, you all messed up partying back home. So no, you all can take me the wrong way, but I feel like you guys suck. But yeah, I do want to lay down and relax, but I feel like I have to stand up for myself so you stop picking on me back. Because I feel, yeah, I may not know every math problem or every scientific word or scientific solutions, but if you let Commiso be Commiso, I come up with cool things to talk about it, and if you really listen to me, because yeah, you all can sit there and act like I don't know anything about space. Uh, I was the goofy guy when I was collecting Pokemon cards in high school. You all say, oh, I was a teenager and we wasn't collecting Pokemon to be part of the cool crowd. But that wasn't the case for me. I went to the flea market. I was still collecting Pokemon cards since I was a teenager. So I'm trying to figure out, I was collecting two sets. One for me, and I don't try to figure out where the other one is for my brother. It's got to be in the set somewhere. Because I was going to try to finish the set for my brother. That was tough. I guess people watch the internet. That was not a surprise for us. We lost our Christmas spirit. Holidays are coming. Christmas and Thanksgiving coming. Can we all be happy in the world, please? Because Christmas is my favorite holiday. You all seem like you all act like you didn't came together and be friends on the streets and collect Pokemon cards back in the day on the internet. You could do the same now in the 21st century. There. That's why I like the Big Bang Theory. The show Sheldon Cooper. He was like, there. I did that to my mom. I said, there, mom. There. Because if you get the show, Sheldon Cooper is the smartest guy on the show. But they was tired of always hearing about it. They said, we know that you're smart, Sheldon, and everybody's all tired about it. So Sheldon Cooper, he's a genius so much he can't feel. He's like Spock. He's like a mixture of Spock and uh, Fred Tate. I'm trying to figure out the Sheldon character. He's so of a genius. He doesn't feel what everybody else feels, but knows they got feelings because he's a genius. So he's like, there. He's trying to fit in. He's trying to understand everybody's feelings on the show, but he's Sheldon Cooper. And they should understand that as friends. That's just, in a way, that's like veterans. We come home, everybody's there. And we're like, there, everybody back home, there. You know, I didn't know it was hard to come together and get some nachos and Doritos and some kind of cake in the party. And cake's good. And then it's all right to have a few beers. And it's all right to smoke some weed. And get all it. That's why I don't get the law. You all say you all don't want the bad drugs on the streets and everything to be okay. So they give us the good weed on the streets and everything, and people won't do any bad drugs on the street. That, that's how simple it is in the world. Because there was a lot of presidents smoked weed in the past. I think it was George Washington. Be that guy. Imagine being a president. It was George Washington. He had to smoke. He got a. It's this. I got a wife that keeps nagging about things, and I'm trying to run the country as the president. And then all of a sudden, everybody's all like get offended of everything being a president. Everything you do, you being a president is wrong. That's why I was like they voted for me though. I would I would like if I get voted to be a president and they get mad at me. You didn't have to vote for me, you know. Well, yeah, I feel like there's good people. It's got to be good people because I'm a good guy, so there's got to be good people in the world. So I don't know if it's some kind of organized world where 99% nudity is okay with 99% organized crime okay with it. And for you guys to get upset of acting like they never heard bad news before, and we don't understand why we still have to know that there's bad news because it's not a beneficial to you to anybody, and I just don't get it. The shows I don't get the negative shows. So I try to go back in time, like Marty McFly and Doc and everything, and try to watch the good TV on the internet. There's too much soap opera and drama. Everybody's got to be, everything's reality. In reality, people can't get along or something. That's what they're trying to teach me. That's not reality, dude. Because not everything gets put on TV, but everything does get put on TV. It's in social media. So everybody's got their own television channel. I mean, hopefully my channel's not so bad. I, I, I would just, I don't know if I'm a YouTuber because I'm not really, if you really think about it, I'm not even on the internet that long for you guys to have a nervous breakdown as to letting out my feelings. Is that okay? I feel like we all just gotta let out our feelings in the world. That's what's really, you all act like you're all tough and then you gotta have haters, but I feel like everybody's gotta come together and let out their feelings. Well, I don't know if my feelings you all take it the wrong way. You know, I gotta keep going on. As Commiso. I can't keep up with your negative and trying to be negative the next day for some reason. We didn't like the negative news in the beginning. We didn't like the news during the day, but somehow the next day we wake up and watch it again. So I don't know if I want to go down that road with everybody. That's why I watched National Lampoon Vacation. I said, I wish I was part of that family in the 80s. They had a lot. Right now, if people did road trips like that, people won't have fun on the road trip. Only in the 80s. Only Chevy Chase made it fun in America to travel around the world in a car, and everybody had a good time. Even when there was negative on their trip, they were still laughter in the world. And traveling the world with Chevy Chase in the 80s. Now, nowadays, we, we travel the world, going in a car, road trip. Yeah, you make everything something all complicated things. That's why getting to the White House, or not the White House, the White Castle, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about the White House. I just say White Castle, Kumar and Kumar, Kumar and Kumar, Kumar and Kumar, Kumar. That's why it was so hard to get to the White Castle in the movie. Back in the day in movies, everybody was, I don't know, it still had fun, didn't it? Anybody wants to go to White Castle with me? It, they put, I don't know if that's, they put all the cool restaurants and all the cool stores far away from me for some reason. I don't know if that's a sign. I miss traveling. I am super bored with the internet and trying to I don't want to try to read everybody's minds because there's the internet. I want to be like Marty McFly. I want to go back in time and help everybody and giggle with Doc and laugh. There was laughter. There was laughter in that movie. I think that's why I like that movie. There was laughter. It was okay to laugh. It was okay to laugh in the 80s and maybe in some of the 90s. You're not allowed to laugh on the internet in the 21st century. You take laughter the wrong way, as people. You take it the wrong way. So, yeah, I don't know if people go to parties or I don't know people do anything nowadays, but does everybody pick up a dictionary and try to read a big word at the party? To everybody, to each other? No, well, I don't really think that happens. So if I have not exactly the words you're looking for, because it's not so civilized at your party, I am a video gamer. I have a learning disability. I got 60s, 70s parents. They're stoned all the time. That play video games most of this life, but really not now because we all say it's not cool as an adult to play video games because you gotta be civilized at the party. Nobody in the world play video games anymore because you're all uptight assholes judging each other about a video game. So, yes, everybody's got a difficult life to have. Everybody's got their life each of their own. But what can I be all I can be? In the military, they taught me you can be all you can be. In the army, that's what they taught me. But as a veteran, that's not what you're teaching me. I'm trying to be all I can be. Well, you get mad about it. It seems like anybody that's been trying to make it in this world, you all get mad about it as the people. Oh, he's doing something. He's trying to do something in the world. What is he doing? What's he doing online? Well, I don't know. Most of the time, I really do have to go back and figure out what I'm saying because I'm really letting out words with my passionate kind of way of person that I am. So words make you all get offended of everything. People don't get mad when people die on live television. Well, they won't be negative the next day as people are playing. So when people take me the wrong way, it's just because I was the goofball that had no social skills. Yes, people came up and talked to me, but it's just, I didn't want to be rude and talk back. So when people came up into the classroom and said words, yeah, it was cool. Yes. Get to know you as the classmate. Well, I was just zoned out in the classroom because I mean, I was, I really am a retro. I'm retro. These are the words we have to learn in the future. It's retro. I'm a retro, man. I was born in 1985. Holy shit, I'm considered a historic. If I was a car, I'm a historic car from the 80s as a Michael Commiso. Holy shit, man, can you give me some kind of wisdom? Or can I give you some kind of wisdom? I don't know. I feel like Yeah, maybe I should know more about Pokemon cards, but you know, I, I, I know enough. I know enough. Where I was a child, you didn't know. You didn't need to know that much when you was a child. You just need to know how to be a kid and swing on the swings and collect Pokemon cards and play video games. That's why I miss being a kid. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I don't want to grow up because to be an adult sucks. Because you all don't want each other to get in trouble with the law, but that's all people do is get each other in trouble with the law. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? Well, it says you two. I'm just making you to me. I I didn't know it was so complication knowing that that's what you two mean. So education. What's that? I know this. Do we need more education about the internet? And you get mad over everything because I don't understand you as a person. I'm already playing Christmas movies. That's I miss the Home Alone. I miss movies. I miss when you look outside. There's snow on the ground. I miss the Christmas lights. That makes sense. That makes looks like Christmas lights. You guys sit around. You act like it's so hard to find the meaning of Christmas. What, being nice to each other is so hard to each other's Christmas? I feel like that's all this everybody's is to be. It's not about the gifts. It's about you care. You care about it. You're happy, man. You're happy people. Happy land. I was going to try and sing today for you, but I can't get loud. I need a microphone. You can't just sing whisper the song and try to get the notes. You got to actually step forward and sing the notes, right? So it's hard because everybody's all acting quiet and everybody's all, there's no noise around here. It's the weekend and I want to sing a song in a karaoke. Yeah, like I did at the bar and the club for work with my battle buddy. I don't care if it's Christmas songs or not at the club. I sing them songs too. I like Christmas songs. So anybody who wants to, you know, yeah, I may be out of shape, but I I'm just a veteran. If you just look at me as I'm just a veteran, you know. And then we gotta go back. Oh, damn. That's it. The only reason why people won't allow each other to be happy as people is to allow each other to be happy as people. You know what, to be so to be happy back home? Because I feel like the more goofy, I feel like nobody really knows me, if you think about it. Because when I was a shy, quiet kid in school, yeah, people might came up and talked to me, but I didn't go to all the group parties in school. So I didn't go through whatever social media they had back in where I was driving. So, well, I don't know. Like, I got to put another movie. I'll probably put another Christmas song. Just put another Christmas. I know what to put. Just put Home Alone. On the weekend, on the weekends, party, weekends, there's different ways to party. You don't always have to party all happy, all like the way you do. No, I understand now. I'm an adult. There's no more parties. Partying is over because you're an adult. I take the responsibility now. I think that's what makes me upset. As a veteran, all this goddamn responsibility, you threw me right back home on me? Well, I just want to be a kid again and play in the snow. And I would, you could think I'm corny or not, but I'm going to still try to make the talk boys work. Apparently nowadays, talk boys are so old, you got to make them work. I guess you have to put the right cassette. I just, I must have had a cassette that already had some kind of something on it. Maybe that's why it came out sounding the way it did. No, when you get the talk boy back in time in the time machine in the 80s, note to yourself in the 80s that who, the heck I was talking about. No, you gotta make sure you're on the right side on the cassette, on the talk play of the cassette, because when you get the cassette, it's got the movie on it. When you play the cassette, that's what I need to find. I need to find the one with the movie. They have the movie, and then they have a test of how the talkboy works. So they slow down the movie and speed up the movie. Uh, they show they should have just gave you a blank cassette and the cassette that has the movie and to show you how to do it. That'd be a better way. Because you have to flip over the cassette to do the side where there's nothing on it with the movie and then mess up the movie because it forgot to do that. So you're recording on top of the movie where they could just give you, maybe they thought, maybe people are smart enough to buy a new cassette for the top boy and don't ruin the cassette that you put in there. When you did, they must have thought we were smart enough in the 80s to do that. Well, we wasn't. We was the kids. How about that one on the movie? That they said the one in the movies made different from the ones that they produce for everybody else because uh, what's his name? It's hard to say. What's his Home Alone dude? They said they special made the uh, talk boy for Home Alone dude. Still Kevin. Not his real name. And so it flips. That's why when I was looking at it, I said, did they make something different? Because I guess because it's hard to make something that didn't come out yet in a movie. So that's like the prototype. The one he has in his hand is the prototype of the talk point, I feel. I don't know how many prototypes they made, but the prototype they had in the movie, because they said they special made it, so it was easy for him to record the voice. That's why the way he was holding it as a kid, they hadn't made it that they flipped this on there. So it looked like it was the way they made it factory is hard. It's not hard, but it's harder. It would look easier to do what he did with the talk boy on the movie than actually doing it in with the talk boys. Because there's a lot of funny scenes. That's why Home Alone and movies like that keeps going in the future. So that's where I am. I'm trying to get more talk boys. Uh, it's, I'm a 1985 a retro man. I mean, that's what people do when you're retro. When you as an adult and the time we live in, when you're retro, that's what retro people do. Buy talk boys. So I got stamps coming. I got a pocket monster Charizard's cup. I'm trying to get my uh, home memory, my Christmas tree. You know, the funniest scene in the movie, the movie is when Kevin says, "Oh, you're cheap shoes. These are your cheap." Yeah, he said, "Yeah, you're a cheap motherfucker." That's what Kevin. Said. He said he told off the family. He said, "Oh, I forgot we just coming up the line in the movie." That was the funniest part. And then there's even more funny parts in the movie. But I'm just saying what that part it's a Christmas movie. So I don't know what Christmas movies when you know when your kids are growing up is when you watch Home Alone 2. And you know and when a kid can say something like that, your kid is growing up. Oh, here it comes. The the older brother is like, well, I'm sorry, fam. I know things happen, and I didn't mean to that happen. That's the older brother in the movie, and the family is all. And Kevin has looked at everybody. My friend was immature. It's immature. And I feel like that sometimes. Well, that's why I really want to say, if you really think about it. There it goes. But there's the funny part of it. Well, Gavin, do you have? Well, that's what he said. It's Christmas time. It's time to play Christmas. If you like it or not. Watch. Watch. That's how I feel as a veteran at court. Beating that in your trout slipper. And what? That's what I want to say. This is Pittsburgh, Texas. This is just stupid. Besides, I'm here for Indiana. Pittsburgh tonight. Who wants to spend Christmas in a tropical climate anyway? Yeah. What? Kevin. Kevin, you go up at it. Sleep on the third floor. Yeah, me. So what else? Better not wreck my trip. That's wonderful. Oh, what do you want to spoil your film? Cheapskate. You're a cheapskate. Can't help your feathers out back. I had to let out some more words today, if anybody noticed. So, since you're always patient with me, I decided, well, I will open just one back box today. Because I, I bought this, I bought this box today. I had to feel it, maybe tomorrow. So, I will open this box, and that's all I will roll, and that's all. And if I can't open it in the time limit of your time zones, or time limit of your whatever time is, I think Albert Einstein had. You must. He didn't, I don't think Albert Einstein liked time. For some reason, I don't know much about anything. But I feel like I read enough to know that Albert Einstein didn't like time. He didn't like time. I felt like if Albert Einstein comes to class today, He will let us know. So they get it all. They said, "Oh God, he's opening the box." This is how it was when Christmas came around. This is how long it took for me to open a Christmas gift. Every Christmas, when Christmas came around, I went to sleep, even when I was a teenager, and said, "All right, it's time to go to sleep." And I was a teenager. I went, "Okay," and because it's Christmas the next day. So, no, I really didn't know what I was getting. Every Christmas, I did not know what I was getting because I went right to sleep. So every time we walked down the hallway and turned that corner and saw the Christmas tree and all the Christmas presents, I was, I, it felt like this. It feels like Christmas because Commiso's so happy today. That's how cool every Christmas was. And this is how long it took me to open things. So every time my brother opens everything up so fast. Time I opened my first Christmas gift. I opened Christmas gifts so slow that time my brother's already done opening all the Christmas gifts. And I'm still working on it. It's because I like Christmas so much. I didn't want Christmas to end. And I figured by now my brother realized that we basically get the same thing. Our parents basically got us a little different here and there, but basically me and my brother got the same Christmas gifts. So I don't even I try not to even look at my brother's Christmas gifts. I really want Christmas. I don't want Christmas to end. So I'm good. Because everybody's happy at Christmas. So I'm like this. Time everybody, we open the goddamn thing. That's holiday. I'm like, I really don't know what's in here. Well, he did it. I guess they're not going to reuse that box. Hopefully, everybody, hopefully the company will. Maybe people want to open the box. So I don't know if I got all my family's nerves because I opened it so slowly, but I wasn't trying to get all my family nerves on Christmas. I just wanted to keep Christmas going because Christmas goes by so fast. It's like, what the heck happened? So I opened Christmas so slow. I mean, I opened Christmas. Yeah, I got and found a Pokemon card in that box. Look, there was a Pokemon card in there. I guess they was trying to tell. Sometimes people do tell the truth when you buy a Pokemon box and there's Pokemon cards. I give you that much credit if I want. There's Christmas talk. Everybody keeps messing up my holidays. I don't know why. There's shiny ones. So that was in that and on this one. These are I don't have enough. I gotta figure out how to get more of these. You can hang these on the wall and make a Pokemon. Let's put all the packages together so it'd be easy to locate them when you open them. That's what they train me in the military. Have accountability of the stuff. You gotta lay out everything and have accountability. I'm gonna put it all together. Yeah, and see what's going on. I guess I was a little, oh, they must be upset because I didn't open the cookie mom. Well, calm down, world. I have the cards in my hands, and this is happening. This is happening. If you like it or not, it's gonna, this is happening. So, hey, you can take it as you want, but I, I guess I was a nerd in school. I don't know. Didn't really know what group I was in school. I was so much of an outcast, I didn't even know what group they labeled me to go in the school. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm cool enough to show Pokemon cards in the 21st century, but I feel like that's the thing to do nowadays is show Pokemon cards. And that's cool with me because, yeah, that's what I did when I was a child. And I feel like everybody's trying to take my childhood memories away from me. Yeah, they were League of Their Own. Remember the movie League of Their Own? Well, women baseball are more delicate than men baseball. Almost most of us sensitive. Oh, yeah, the playing baseball. And women was trying to teach, we can play baseball too. That was the League of Their Own. And I was like, well, now we got more players for the team. I'm okay with that. Guys, you all act like you don't know watch Santa-Lot. Everybody watch Santa-Lot? No, nobody did. Only I, the retro man. Everybody's like, did you watch that new movie in theater? I'm a retro. I guess that name is probably already taken too. I don't know. My nickname was Scooby. And I guess somebody already got that nickname too. I looked up, there's a DJ Scooby. I said, oh, can't use that name. There's already a DJ Scooby. I said, man, that would be the coolest name. Everybody would come to see DJ Scooby. So what can I be? You know, I saw Wizard. Pretty soon, everybody's going to start watching Wizard of Oz because of Thanksgiving. And, you know, when Dorothy starts singing in the farm, I say, I didn't know. Running a farm. In fact, his name was so hard, but Dorothy told me that she had to go out of her way and live in an imagination world of Wizard of Oz. You know, that's where I want to be. I want my mind to be blank. you, you store up so, oh, that was shiny. That was shiny. Oh. Well, hey, there's another one. You thought it was over. Hey, today I paid a good penny on these cards. I was trying to say, no, I need the other one, and then I need that one, and then I need that one. You know, they said to have a hobby, but I can't get the car that I need. Every time I get the car that I need, or come close to getting the car that I need, you're trying to tell me I need more Pokemon cards. So I say, okay. Well, okay on that. I'm trying to really collect these things because I'd rather live in Commiso world than the world that everybody can't figure out how to get along with each other for no damn reason at all. So I'm not making fun of people. If anybody reads my channel, why not? And I'm not saying everybody bullies or whatever. Sometimes it feels like that because there should be no. Uh, can we have a happy Christmas this year? Just because I miss being a kid. I actually like going to snow, walking to the school and there's snow on it. So I miss being a kid. You all can take me the wrong way as an adult because I collect Pokemon cards in the world, but I really don't see your cup. What's your problem? What's your problem? I'm just a man in the world trying to collect Pokemon cards like everybody else. What's your problem? And you say, did you come up with that right now? And I'm like, yeah, I didn't write this shit down. What's your problem? And I'm like, well, hey, whatever, whatever. You know, nowadays, collecting Pokemon cards, you're like that guy in the game with the hat, walking down the street trying to collect the Pokemons, and you know, they're just Pokemon cards, and not the really good thing you see when you walk down the street. Every Pikachu is hiding in the tree. And every Pikachu saying you can't catch me in the tree. I'm a guy gonna collect the cards instead. Because if I actually try to collect a Pikachu in the world, they get mad at me. So I gotta collect the cards instead. It's okay with me. It's okay with me. You know, is it okay to be me in the world we live in? Okay. No, it's but hey, I got a lot of Pokemon cards. No, I don't feel like there's no way I could come beat the Guinness World Record of Pokemon cards. But at least I tried. I tried. You know, if I had to explore the world, I will try to catch that Pikachu in the tree. And then you all can say, what's that adult going across the street? I will say I'm just trying to catch that Pikachu in that tree. Then they say you're an adult, there's no Pikachu in that tree. But I beg to differ. I got an imagination, you don't. So you all may not see Pikachu in the tree, but I do. But I do. That's where I want to be in life. Catching Pikachus in the trees and everybody say, you're cool, man. You're cool. No, I don't do it to be cool. I do it because I'm like Pikachu. And Pikachu likes me. So in a way, I didn't really have to capture Pikachu. Pikachu came up to me. Pikachu came up to me. He said, "Come on, follow me." And I said, "Okay, I'll follow you, Pikachu. Where are we going?" I said, "The world y'all live in, I gotta follow Pikachu." Ooh, the shiny one, the shiny one. Pikachu came to me. Pikachu came to me. I always say it's my fault. I think it's cool. Back in the day, when Pikachu came to you, now you gotta figure out where he is. You gotta figure out where Pikachu is. That's what we lost at Christmas time. Everybody is losing the Christmas spirit. Because you don't know how to be like money. Sometimes I'm so good at opening Pokemon cards I don't even have to look at. But what I do, one day you can achieve that. So say, the Karate Kid retired now teaches how to collect Pokemon cards. No, I'm trying to learn from the teachers. I'm just trying to fill up the spot that's missing in my binder. That's all I'm trying to do. And you gave me all these cards. So now I gotta figure out you know how hard this damn thing is to organize Pokemon cards? The one of those little refrigerators where you have the food. You have to have a key for a hotel room, for a refrigerator. We can't just open it up and be okay with that. You have to have a key. Somebody's going to steal my cookies out of the hotel at my time of the time. Or whatever. I have cookies in my refrigerator. So, whatever. Well, I think that's the point of my YouTube video life. I want to laugh. Movies too serious, music's too serious. I don't want to live in a soap opera back home as a veteran. And maybe that's what veterans do. Veterans try to avoid negative. I feel veterans try to avoid negatives. That's why there's you know, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out myself as a veteran. We all do. We all do. Ooh, look at that one. That one's really cool. Wow, I like that one. That's a cool one. And then this one is on the other end. That one's cool. I feel I got it. I I won't I, I won't show the other Pokemon cards disrespect because I respect the other Pokemon cards, do I? Hey, look, that's a good one. All right. That's a cool shiny one. There, hope in the world. That's right. Holidays come. We got to get the Christmas cooking and the Christmas spirit. Nowadays, we know there's restaurants that has Christmas cooking. I didn't know that at the top. I don't think I'm doing it right. What the heck is that? It looks like a trainer card. Oh, because it's this is a cool trainer card. That's a weird looking one. I don't know much about the newer Pokemon cards. I just know about the older ones. But if Pokemon like baseball cards, and the more cooler you make that card as the Pokemon card is like more like the baseball. It's like the same thing making a baseball card. So I don't know. I I don't know all the answers, okay. I was just trying to cheer up people. I Well, grandpa died. I was trying to make goofy videos to cheer up the family and friends and everybody. That's all I was really trying to do. While I wanted, I am a guy with a fancy. I guess people call me a man. I don't keep up on things, so that's what people talk about. It's not because, well, yeah, I think it's boring because people still talking about why we should hate on each other. But I, Christmas is coming. Christmas is here. I gotta get Christmas music. You know, you all can sit there and try not to be happy on Christmas, but that's I always I'm a happy on Christmas if I get a Christmas gift or not, because I go on eBay anyways to get my own Christmas gift. No, there's a lot of cool things that happen this year for Christmas. No, if they all act like I know what that card is, I don't. I just like that card. It look cool. So I think I should stay on that level. If the card looks cool, it must be cool. I think that's where I'm going. If the card looks cool, it must be cool. That card. That's where I'm going with it. So this energy card has some coolness. Yes, you know, when the card is real and their hand shakes from the energy from the card. I don't know if that's true or not. It popped in my mind. It's hard making people laugh in the world, really. You know, I'm just trying to be part of the one internet you all made to the one. Remember Star Trek, where you had the cyborg and they're like the one? Because every robot acts the same, every robot dressed the same, every robot looks the same, everybody robot thinks the same. Oh crap, you're all fucking robots, huh? Well, holy shit, where's Charlie, lady? Look, I need to get my own Terminator. Look at oh, that popped up again. So there's a sign. I have to collect a lot of these. That means there's a sign. I gotta collect a lot of them. A magical horse. It's cool to have a magical horse. You know, I don't know. Do people care that I came back home alive from war as a soldier? Is that what veterans think about? Do people care that we came back home alive and you can hang with us now as veterans and everything? And I feel like with my YouTube videos, I like standing up for people. When I stood up for my younger brothers, I felt cool standing up for my younger brother. So I felt cool to stand up for me as I stand up for myself. But I don't want to be like me. I don't think I'm mean. If people think, oh, veterans come home and say me, veterans, this, we did that, and all that, and try to rub it in people's faces, then I guess nobody understands veterans at all. If you really get to know a veteran, a lot of veterans got a sense of humor to them. When I was in Lions Hospital for combat PTSD and a lot of veterans had a lot of cool sense of humor to them. That's the that's the dull part. Veterans are not dull. Veterans are not dull. We are. Veterans don't need their own show to make YouTube videos. I feel like veterans got a cool personality to them as veterans, right? Well, and people, I'm trying to make you laugh because that's the kind of person that I am. And people take that the wrong way. It sucks because it, it's like people are actually not really trying to get to know each other nowadays. You accept the fact that there's hate in the world and people fighting, and but that hurts my Christmas time because everybody's supposed to be happy on Christmas. You can hate Christmas, you can don't like Christmas. Don't matter. Everybody's happy on Christmas no matter what because you can feel the Christmas. That's why I like it. I miss them days of being a child and hanging with my family. People don't look at each other like we do nowadays. We look at each other, we judge each other so much that we judge and overlook each other and don't even see each other at all now as people. So I think that's what they was trying to say in the future. Uh, I don't want to be a cyborg. I want to keep being me in the world. I don't want to. I'm not trying to take anybody's uh, identity. I want to be Michael Commiso, and I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11, and I've been making YouTube videos for years, and I feel like people laugh a little bit. I can hear the laughter in the snow at Christmas. Nowadays, I don't hear shit. Where's the goddamn laughter? So I'm still learning what combat PTSD. So I think this might be a version of me being on the internet saying "goddamn motherfucker." No, I don't think. I think veterans take a lot of shit and still be cool veterans, man. Think about it. If I'm a veteran, right, and I don't want to make people feel bad as a veteran, so I go out of a way to not make them feel bad. And that's the kind of person I feel like all the veterans are like that. Think about it. Veterans come home. Yeah, I think we're smart enough to understand people got their lives of their own. and family and everything and all that and everything. But you do forget about your veterans. It says never forget your fallen hero. Never forget your fallen hero. See, but you do kind of forget about the veterans. I don't think you can do it on purpose, but not everybody's nice, but not everybody's mean. I didn't realize I had to take ABC 1, 2, 3 classes back home as a vet. I really understand the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3. You know, I feel like if people go to college, uh, hopefully they understand their ABCs and the 1, 2, 3. Whatever I gotta do, whatever. I don't think they're insubordinate. That I don't even know. That's shy. You're spying on me too, though. If we think about it, you want to spy on your veteran back, but you have the nerve to call me a name, but you're spying on and my computer. So in a way, you look weird doing that. As a soldier, if you think about it, hip hop in my mind. So I have conflicts too. I really do. May have 99 problems with a bitch ain't one. Yes, I get it. You're not supposed to call a woman a bitch. Only a certain time if it was at a club and you're dancing to the song. It's okay. I understood that at the time. Yeah, I had to let out my feelings. And sometimes there's some curse words that come out and go, you don't understand words, people. Yeah, people don't understand. You know, it's, I really don't even curse a lot, too. That's the, as a veteran, I really don't curse a lot. But sometimes I say, may have Tourette's a little bit because I want to say fuck everything, but I really can't say that, can I? And, as a veteran, because, we know more, we know how to beat you up more as a veteran. I think that's why we get in trouble more with the law as a veteran, because we know how we was trained to beat you up. But I didn't come home to beat people up as a veteran. So you can't look at me. Just because people view things a different way than you do doesn't make it like what? I gotta have an imagination and hope. I feel like one day I'm gonna find a cool ass Pokemon card, a Pocket Monster card, and even I already have cool things now in this one. The card will come to me. I won't even have to tell the card. The Pokemon cards that come to me. The card would just get up out of the package. They come to me. Man, that'll be easy, man. Back at the show and the card just comes in. I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, I might have to lose a little bit because I feel like I'm carrying 10,000 pounds. It's probably because of my hernia surgery. You know, and all the things, dude. It's not my fault. I don't even remind me. I don't even think I have to. You know, how proper and appropriate, whatever, whatever. I will lose weight when I can. And when I can is when everybody can leave me alone and I can lose weight. But when I look into YouTube video at myself, I like how my arms look. I said, these don't look like fat women. It looks like they got some muscles involved. So I feel like it's just my stomach. I need to do some sit-ups. I really think I just need to do some sit-ups. But when you have a hernia surgery, when do you can start doing sit-up? So you won't mess up this. But I try to protect this, the hernia surgery that happened on my stomach. I wanted to leave the hospital as a veteran. I said, I don't know these people. I said, who's these people operating on me? But I said, well, heck it, let's do this thing. Let's get this thing over with. That's what. So I'm not really a hospital person. I I think uh, doctors and nurses and that's why there's medicine. People don't want everybody to go to the hospital all the time because if they have something they really need to save somebody's life, and you go there for some pain in your, well then that'd be like it's not no okay. I guess you got customer service. Well, you know what I mean. We could figure out shit too, you know. We should all have a medical book in our homes so we know what's going on. That's a cool looking one. I like the other one. This one's cool though. This looks like a cool one. There's so many damn Pokemons now. So I have a speech impediment. Apologize if I can't read off the word. I'm joking with everybody. If everybody sits down and calms down and chill, I'm trying to joke with everybody. But everybody always taking everything the wrong way. Then they always saying they can't be happy with each other. You have to be, it's like playing golf. You have to be silent. You open the package. You have it all these. I didn't even know there was a Pokemon store next. That's how stressed out you made me back home, man. Well, if my family happy and friends that I came home alive and us messed up for our lives, that didn't even make any goddamn sense to it. What the hell is this, what the heck this bad guy talking about all life? So yeah, I don't watch a lot of news. I don't know anything because I like it that way. There's a shot. That's a cool. I don't think I'm doing this right. There's a shiny one. Sorry, in practice, I trained to be a professional collecting Pokemon cards back home at by 11 as available. But I feel like I'm doing my best, don't you think? You know, some people just give up and get rid of all their Pokemon cards. They said, I'm never going to catch all of them and give up. I'm actually trying to do it. No, not trying to catch thousands and millions of cards, or millions of cards, or how many. I'm just trying to complete the set like the baseball cards. That, remember collecting baseball cards and trying to complete the set? So this is where I am on the Pokemon cards, is the Pocket Monster. But like I was saying, people are people, you know? Where people can be people. Wow, imagine all the people in the world. I was like, this, that'd be hard to imagine all the people in the world. Oh, that was a shiny one. Look, maybe you're realizing. There was a shiny an energy card. What's that? Let's get a little closer look there. See what's going on. Oh, that's right. I'm trying to say, I want to be. I don't know, man. I was just coming back home from war and everything, and everybody came all at me like that. And I'm like, man, what's going on? I want to be. I want to be an American man. Hopefully, I live in America's land. There's a shiny card in everybody's hearts if you think about it really closely. Everybody wants shiny. Let's get a closer look there and see what's going on. Let's check out the other. Oh, I get a closer look now. Oh, it's a trainer card. I didn't know until it got closer. See? I didn't know it was a trainer card until it got closer too. What's this one? This can't see. Whoa! What's that? Oh, see? You guys can see what's going on. Just get a closer look. Oh! You see what's going on? Closer look. What's going on? So that's what I now I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes when I saw this one coming. There's a sign right here when I got this card right away, right now. Time is it's trying to tell me I want to be happy as this little guy on this card. Look how happy this guy is. That's a sign right there. That was a sign and I opened up my eyes. Well, let's get a closer look. Oh. Let's see, let's get a closer look there. It looks like a cheerleader. That's the cheerleaders of the Pokemon Go world. Oh, it's an energy card. Let's see, get a closer look. Oh, that one. Let's zoom in. Let's get a closer look. Oh, look at it is. It's Pikachu. See? We can't catch Pikachus in the trees in the future. I can see that. Catch a Pikachu in the future. Oh, that'd be cool, man. You all could be sad and everything. That'd be cool if we could catch a Pikachu in the tree. Well, if we think about that'd be a cool toy. A robot Pikachu. A robot Pikachu. When you snap, hey, Pikachu will dance or clap or whatever. Pikachu understand the sign language of new mixer. Pikachu would dance. That's open as a tool. And they would run around and then we gotta try to calm Pikachu down by a snap. Hey, by your voice. Hey, it's Commiso, Pikachu. Calm down. Pikachu be like, okay, okay. I know it's you now. I know it's you. That'd be a cool ass fucking tune. Whoa, what happened? Oh, trainer car. If you know the names, just call them right out when you see them. Well, at least I have a decent amount of cards. If I ever play this game, if I really get serious and play this game, I think I will win. I just have to pick out all the cool Pokemon from all the collections and put them together. Just, well, take all your cards. Just, I have to complete my set. This ought to get you, or very good. Ooh, let's go on. Maybe that one. Shine, shine. Ooh. Oh, we only got two more. Just had to get out and sing it. So I can feel it was getting way. You really want to face the challenges on this. Can't look at the packages. That'd be a challenge. But I guess I can't look into the videos and see me open my car. Sure. Hopefully. Nope. Oh, that's shiny one. Song. I don't have the technical word. It's supposed to, I guess the whole point, it's supposed to be fun to collect Pokemon cards. You know, when I watch a movie, I try to figure out what this message is from which movie it is. And the message is, it's supposed to be fun opening Pokemon cards. It's not supposed to be sad, right? And nobody will open Pokemon cards if it's sad to do. That was a hard to think and say to do. That's in the world to do. That's that's what world. That's why the world can't come together. Just come up and say stuff like that. However, that's a cool thing. That's all. I want to joke around and have fun at the party. but you do not want to. I feel like you don't want to have fun at the party, 'cause you be laughing too. You be laughing too. Man, yeah, we gotta bring back everything that made us as a human being, as we are robots then. We're all robots. It was already complicated being a human being on this planet, so if everybody's trying to learn how to be a robot, that's probably hard to do. I don't want to be a robot. Maybe if I was one of them cool robots, a cool movie, maybe I'd be a robot. But I am a human too. Look, that's a cool. Look at that. That's a lot going on. Look at that. I got that one. Got on. This time. So this is the last one. Ooh. Yeah. 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 We all try to teach each other. We can all turn our back on each other and get mad. We can't be friends no more because you are uptight adult in the world. You saying I'm an uptight adult? Are you trying to tell me I don't know how to relax? I try to relax. I'm trying to make YouTube videos and relax. I'm trying to let out relaxation animals. Trying to relax. But it's hard. It's hard because everybody's always picking on me, man. Will you stop picking on me? That looks like I saw that one before. Oh, that's a cool one. That's a cool one. Ooh. I have to relook at it. Have to relook. I'm not trying to be like everybody. I'm just trying to be who I am. But I had to find who I There's so much funny parts in this damn movie, dude. I like Home Alone and I like Home Alone 2. And I even like the Home Alone 3. And after that, I have to really watch the other ones to see what's going on. But Home Alone 2, Home Alone 1 is cool. You can't take away from Home Alone. It sucks that people can try to find ways to talk negative about something, but I try to say, hey, Home Alone, you can't take anything from Home Alone. Home Alone is fun as hell. But when Home Alone 2 came out, that shit was I thought every single movement that every actor made in that movie was perfect. They all came together in that almost. That's when people can do stuff like that and come together and make Home Alone 2. That every scene, I felt like, man, it was funny as shit. And you had to find the funniest part of the movie. And it was hard because you first off, you have a kid running around for in the, what is it, 90s? Yes, I feel like it was the 90s. That's how retro. I'm back to the future time. That came, that was a child in the 90s. And I think that would have been cool to be in that movie. There's a lot of movies that's like, man, it would have been cool to be in that movie. I'm not going to show you the other Pokemon box to over excite you. Hey, the world, okay? I'm going to move on. You have to lay down now. We don't have to be a drag. We can be like not a drag. Think about it too. We don't go to clubs and parties to be sad and angry, right? I feel like I want to get down with my bad self at the club and chill. That's what we need to get back in this world. We got to figure out how to chill in the clubs around the world so we can chill around the world when we're not outside the club, right? In the club, you see, people come together and party at the club. But when they somehow go outside the club, they forgot they all was partying together when they was in the club. So I don't know what happened when they went outside the club. But I don't know what's going down. But I was the guy, the white guy on the dance floor trying to figure out how this white guy danced to this music. You don't understand how that, because he never was in the club his whole life. And he said, how this white guy get in this club? Well, either. I heard music and I thought that was loud. We were supposed to follow the sound of the music and start to dance and boogie woogie. I like the boogie woogie. I'm a Commiso. If you're all going to start something, then I would like to be like a boogie woogie and at the club. I want to boogie woogie and dance at the club. I need exercise anyway. I was how I was getting exercise in the military. I was dancing to every song at the club and exercise. You, you can't take that away from me. No, because I was even exercise. You all act like I didn't do PT. I was dancing in the clubs. So I was exercising even when I was on the time of my time as a weekend. In the military and dancing in the exercise and dancing in the club. So no, I did my PT test. So I know I did. You was there? You know, I was sitting there, come on, Commiso, give me some more sit-ups. And I didn't, I probably had a hernia even then. Because I think I was good at push-ups, I was good at running, and when sit-ups came around, I gave them enough sit-ups, but I felt like my stomach wasn't. I didn't under. I did every exercise at the gym. So even when that exercise when you go like this for your stomach, that's what I did. So when I did sit-ups in the military, sometimes I felt a little, well, how come I'm weak there? Because I ran pretty, I think I got a really good, I got my scores somewhere. My PT, I still got all my PTS, physical training tests, PT test, and I felt like I ran pretty good, and I did push-ups. I did a lot of good push-ups and running, and I just felt weak on my shoulders. But I still did good on my shoulders, but felt like I was weak. So, because everybody's talking about how many sit-ups they can do. I had a hernia surgery, okay? Apologize. I didn't mean to get a hernia and everything. I probably could do a lot of sit-ups too if my stomach was all. I guess when you come older, you realize there's pain, sadness in the world when you get older. Whereas to when you was a teenager, you're a happy chat, traveling the world. But know where you're going. Yeah, when I was at war serving my country, I was in a convoy and I didn't know where the convoy went. So I turned right, and when I turned right, there was like a circle. So I said, I guess whoever was my TC, the radio guy, I feel like anybody that went on a convoy with me, and holy shit, Commiso's going on a convoy. I didn't know where you act like I knew where I was going when I went to work out. So when I lost the convoy, I turned right. And all of a sudden, oh good, there's a circle over here. I turned around, the pitch black outside. I said, who's all these people around here? And I looked at, I don't know what's going on over there. So I said, okay. Well, I just turned around and go back where the convoy was before. I got lost. There was a time where it's funny because I'm back home from war and it's Commiso. I heard what is they had like a briefing before you go on the convoy and tell you what's going on. I understood what I said. Okay, they're going to break up and everything or something or whatever. They're one convoy. We all are one convoy, but then they said the convoy's going to break up and one goes the other way and everything. I didn't know which way to go. So I just kept going. Then I realized, oh shit, wait, there's somebody in front of me. I thought maybe I was supposed to keep going straight and keep up whatever convoy that was in front of me. There was nobody in front of me. So I said, oh, maybe I was supposed to turn there. So it was funny because uh, I, I was saying it was my fault. I should have let the sergeant fall asleep. I said, yeah, I was trying to be nice and said, I would give the sergeant and he could go take a rest. I could do this. I was like this in the convoy. My eyes are wide open. I said, holy shit, what's going on? And I said, once the convoy turned left, I just kept going for some reason. And I said, hey, Sergeant, hey, was he supposed to turn there? And the way he looked at me was like, what? I said, don't worry, Sergeant. I just turn around. So I turn around, and all of a sudden, all I see is the convoy, the whole convoy coming straight this way. And I said, hey. And my sergeant was like, oh, I haven't. He was like, "What's going on?" He was just so. I said, "It's okay, Sarge. I'm driving." I did a UE in the sand desert, and I don't even. I've never been on this road. I've never been in this desert. I said I must go back to the club. He was like, all you see is the whole cowboy people at me, and I just keep going for some. Then I turned where the cowboy turned. I said they went this way. Maybe they go back this way. I just kept going. I was tired. I was tired. I wanted to sleep. And I was like driving all this goddamn time. I was driving so long in this cowboy. And they wanted me to be, I just kept on going for some reason. And I waving at everybody, said, "Just turn here." And I just parked it. I parked and pulled over. They said, "Oh, this is where I get off, Commiso." I get off. And they kept me being a driver, so reason. There's a couple. I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, I know what they said, but I was tired and I was going on. And I says, "Well, Sergeant, get mad if I wake him up." But I said, "Hey, Sergeant, hey, you okay? Hey, Sergeant, hey, we're going in the wrong direction." And the way he looked at me, I said, "Oh shit, man, it's serious." I said, "It's okay, Sergeant. I saw where they turned off. I just turned around here." This is the guy that started the country after 9/11, Michael Commiso and the battle buddies. So yeah, if you actually believe I was some kind of knowing everything internet man, no, I was a guy in the cowboy, was tired, and I was trying to help everybody out in the cowboy and the rest. And I didn't rest myself. I don't know. I just kept going for some reason. I don't know why. And then I just looked at my sergeant and I was like, I was nervous to wake him up at the point and said, "Oh, he's going to get mad at me." Well, we all came together somehow. If Commiso can come together at war with my battle buddies, it should be so hard to come together as in the world and everything. Well, there was a lot of, that was, and, and then they made me a gunner, and I was questioning everything. They must have ran out of gunners if they made me a gunner. Because I'm like, I said, anything that moves, or whatever, whatever war is, I just aim it. I was short. I couldn't see. They say, "Sit down." I said, "Is this a joke? I think it's a test. They're testing you." I'm paying attention. So if I sit down, I can't see anything. And how can I protect the cowboy if I sit down? I can't see anything. And then they gave me a strap to sit on. They say you sit on this strap for 10,000 hours. They want you to sit on the strap for 10,000 hours on a cowboy. And I looked at everybody. Are you serious? So for 3 days, I stood up 3 days in the cowboy, and anything that moved in the whatever, I was aiming at. I mean, that was sometimes was quiet. That's like So what's going on over there? Sometimes I was like, hey, your eyes adjust to the darkness. So being pitch black all the time, your eyes are used. Then you're wearing sunglasses at night. You have to get protecting sunglasses, these glasses to protect your eye. So I did what I felt like the right thing to do. And the problem, you made me the gunner, and now you tell me to sit down and I was supposed to see anything. So I'm like, this is like when back in I was in basic training. The drill sergeant's trying to tell me something, and you couldn't figure out what the drill sergeant's trying to tell you, and everything. Because that's what I was trying to figure out why my drill sergeant's mad at me, right? So you're in basic training, you're trying to figure out why the drill sergeant's mad at you, so the drill sergeant stop being mad at you. So that's what me and the cowboy. I said, this must be when I was in basic training. This must be some kind of training I didn't know. Training or well, whatever. Um, whatever was going on, wherever I go. I they may say I was there. I feel like I don't know where the heck I was. I knew I was at least in Freiburg. I had to been in Freiburg, Germany, at least. That's Commiso. I visualizing myself partying in Germany at one point in time in my life. So all the bases that I went on, I don't know what bases that I went on. All I know is I had to find it in Germany. I said, we also just stay in Germany and go to the clubs and bars and make peace. And the world, we don't have to always go. No, we all went to war. Commiso was sad too, you know. Maybe that's why I was making goofy videos on the internet. Or I was just making goofy videos on my computer. Somehow I figure out there's YouTube online. Or whatever. Whatever's YouTube in. So whatever, you know. I served my country. I met cool battle buddies all around the world. I went to a lot of cool countries all around the world. I don't even know where I was most of the time, but times when I knew that I was where I knew where I was always having a good time, even when I didn't even know where I was. I don't even know if they even know where they know where they knew where I knew. That's how I don't know anything. That's another funny part of the scene. He was, th- he was throwing the bricks, and the way he was hitting his, he said, "Hey, we gotta make movies like that. We're too serious as a human being on this planet, man." Well, that's all. That's all I have to say about that right now. This is your disabled compact magazine. Like a police arrest about it, but it's all lost.